What if I told you that just two candles could predict the next big move in the market? Sounds simple, right? But mastering this can change the way you trade forever. So, hey traders, welcome back to the Trading Mindset. In this video, I'm going to break down the two candle theory, the strategy which I use almost every day. I'm going to break it down step by step so that you can start applying it today. So, let's get started. So the two candle theory is all about understanding the price action, which directly reflects the decisions and emotions of the traders at any given moment in the market. So the foundation of this theory is every candle, regardless of the time frame, 4 hour daily candle, 1 hour time frame, 1 minute time frame, any time frame. It could be any candle. It has to close either bullish or bearish, and that is a fact. So the core idea is really simple. If the 4 hour candle or a 1 hour candle has closed bullish, let's say just bullish, if that candle has closed bullish, I'm gonna anticipate the next candle to be bullish as well, and same goes with the bearish candles as well. For example, if this 1 hour candle has closed bearish, I will be anticipating that the next candle to close bearish as well. And it is that simple. It is a very straightforward approach, and it removes all the complexity from the charts, and that is why I love this strategy so much, because it is really straightforward, and that's what I like. So how to use this strategy? To make the most out of the two candle theory, we analyze the market structure, market sentiment, and market behavior on the larger time frame, and then we go to the smaller time frame to refine our entries. So in simple terms, we analyze the market structure on the bigger time frame, and then we go to the smaller time frame to place our entries. It can be either 1 hour or 4 hour or daily, or even 15 minutes for the larger time frame to analyze the structure of the market. You can also go to daily time frame and then look for entries on a smaller time frame. It totally depends on you. For example, 4 hour मेरे लिए बहुत स्लो है और 15 मिनट्स मेरे लिए बहुत फास्ट है. तो मेरे लिए 1 hour टाइम फ्रेम परफेक्टली सूट करता है टू एनालाइज द मार्केट एंड टू सी द सेंटिमेंट शिफ्ट्स इन द मार्केट. एंड फॉर एंट्रीज आई यूज़ 1 मिनट. 5 मिनट्स मेरे लिए बहुत स्लो है एंड 15 मिनट्स और ज़्यादा स्लो है. बट इट टोटली डिपेंड्स ऑन यू, आपको क्या सूट कर रहा है. आप 4 hour टाइम फ्रेम अपना स्ट्रक्चरल टाइम फ्रेम बना सकते हो, और आपकी एंट्री टाइम फ्रेम आपका 15 मिनट्स और 5 मिनट्स विच आई रिकमेंड भी बना सकते हो. It totally depends on you. This strategy is going to work either way. Now let's look at this example. This candle has closed bearish, so I'm simply gonna anticipate that the next candle will close bearish as well. Now this idea that I'm so confident about this candle came from this thought that the price was unable to break this level, and now that it has respected this level, and it has showed me that the price is not ready to break this level, and the buyers are not that strong enough. The moment this candle has closed, let's mark the candle closure time. So the candle closed around this area. Okay, so this is the low of the candle. So after analyzing the structure on the bigger time frame, and I can see that the momentum shift has happened. Now I can anticipate that the bears are in control, and I'm gonna go to the smaller time frame, which is 1 minute time frame for me. And आप 5 minutes choose कर सकते हो, 15 minutes choose कर सकते हो. It really depends on you. So this is the low of the candle. I'm gonna place my entry at the break of the low, not before that. I'm gonna put my entry at the break of this low of the low of the candle, and I'm gonna aim for a 2 hour target, which I usually aim for. You can aim for 3 hour target as well. It totally depends on you what target you wanna opt for. You just have to backtest it more yourself. So it has yeah, it has hit our TP. So this is how I approach the markets, how I approach for the entries, and how I analyze the market on a larger time frame, and then look for the entries on a smaller time frame. You can totally combine any of the bigger time frame or the smaller time frame. ये completely आप पे डिपेंड करता है. पर्टिकुलर रूल नहीं है कि आपको 4 hour टाइम फ्रेम आप स्ट्रक्चर में यूज़ कर रहे हो एनालाइज करने के लिए, और एंट्री में आप फिर 1 मिनट कर रहे हो. नहीं, अगर आप वो सूट कर रहा है, आपने बैक टेस्ट किया उसको और आपको सूट कर रहा है, तो आप उसको यूज़ करो. कोई कोई दिक्कत नहीं है उसमें, स्ट्रैटेजी तब भी वर्क करेगी। ये जस्ट एंट्रीज को डिफाइन करने के लिए स्मॉलर टाइम फ्रेम है। So let's look at another example, but this time on the 4 hour time frame. So first I'm gonna analyze the structure on the 4 hour time frame, a larger time frame for the market structure, sentiment, and behavior, right? So let's study this particular candle. This one, okay. So I'm seeing that the price was in a range here, then it broke down and it went in a range again, and then it went down. So when I come to the charts, I can see that the market broke down this level. It went up to retest the level. It went down again, and then it has come here to retest this level again. And it has made a bearish engulfing pattern, a bearish candle in simple terms. So I'm gonna simply anticipate that the next candle will be bearish as well. Just as simple as that. No bullshit. After analyzing this data on the larger time frame, I'm gonna go and mark the candle closure. The candle closure was here, okay. Candle closure was here. So what is the first step we do when we move to the entry time frame? We wait for the wick for the price to make, okay. So this is my entry, and this is where I will place my stop loss, right? So here, entry placed at the break of the low, and my stop loss above this wick on this on the 1 hour on the 4 hour time frame, which is our structural time frame. And I'm gonna aim for my target, 2 or 3 or whatever you choose. So it doesn't matter if you aim for 2 hour target or a 3 hour target. You have to backtest it yourself, and आपको खुद देखना पड़ेगा कि आपको क्या सूट कर रहा है। मेरे लिए 2 hour बेस्ट सूट करता है। मैं 3 hour भी एम करता हूँ जब स्ट्रक्चर मेरे ज़्यादा अलाइन कर रहा होता है मेरे थॉट्स के अकॉर्डिंग। तो जैसे कि फॉर एग्जांपल दिस वन, मेरे पास ये लेवल है और मेरे पास ये रेंज है यहाँ तक की, बिकॉज मार्केट इज इन अ रेंज। सो आई एम गोना गो फॉर दिस टारगेट और this target or these targets here. So but in this case, I might go first break even around this level. When the price reaches at this level, as you can see, it reacted from this level. So I'm gonna go first break even when price reaches here, and then I'm gonna sometimes go for 3 hour, mostly 2 hour, or maybe 4 hour. Let's move on or another example. Let's look at one more time frame. Let's look at 15 minutes time frame. And for 15 minutes time frame, entry will be our 1 minute, okay. So let me just find a candle to look for. Yeah, this is a good candle. So on the bigger time frame, I can see that this is a level and market has respected this. Let's close this. I do not need this. Yeah. So this is a structural time frame, a bigger time frame, a larger time frame to analyze the market structure. So this was a level in the market, and when price came around this level, it reacted, okay. Now personally, I would have looked for entries over here. After this bullish close, I mean, technically it is an indecision candle, so I would not go for an entry over here. So after this candle has reacted from this level and it has created a bullish candle, so I will be anticipating that the next candle will be bullish as well, without thinking too much, okay. So after this, so the candle closure was around here. So I'm gonna wait for the price to move down to retrace back, and then I'm gonna place my entries at the break of this high, and I'm gonna place my stop loss below the wick. So you can see here it is below the wick, and I'm gonna aim for my target, which is 2 hour. So did we hit it? Yes, we did in the end, finally. It doesn't matter. Yeah, the targets doesn't matter. For example, if you are going for 15 minutes time frame, you can also look for the entries around here for the early entries, but you have to back test it yourself. I personally sometimes do that, but yeah, if you entered over here and your stop loss over here, then you would have hit your target soon. Now, those were the three examples of the three time frame combinations. I hope you guys understood that. Now, let's talk about what are the things that you have to avoid in order to increase your win rate and in order to maximize your profits. So, the first mistake or the common mistake you have to keep in mind is that you should not avoid the market structure and the market sentiment that we just trying to tell you. For example, just we look the example on the 15 minutes time frame. The market reacted from a particular level. So you just even if the candle has closed a bearish on that particular level, you just don't want to take a sell over here because there is an important key level around that area. For example, you do not want to sell around this area even if this candle has closed bearish. You don't want to sell it because there are very less chance that the next candle is gonna close bearish as well. So that was the first common mistake to avoid. The second mistake, which is the wick formations. Now this candle has closed bearish and it shows the momentum. It shows there's a market shift and there's a shift in momentum from bullish to bearish, and I'm anticipating that the next candle to go bearish as well. Okay, but I do not want to take the entry just after the candle closure. Okay, for example, uh the candle closed around candle closed here, right? So I will let's go to 1 minute time frame to look at it. Yeah, so the candle closed around this level. Candle turned bearish around this level. Now I can see that there's a clear shift in momentum and sellers are clearly taking over the market. So I just do not want to place my entry over here and then uh, place my stop loss, because in this particular case I do not have a place stop loss placement area. So I want to see the price to retrace back a bit. I want this wick. I want to see this wick, this small wick you can see here, and only then I want to place my entries at the break of this low. If the candle does not make a wick, if this candle does not make a wick after this candle closure, if it does not retraces back a bit, then I'm gonna skip it. Because when you look at this chart, how many candles do you see without a wick? Let's see. So this is one candle, this is a second candle, and yes, just two candles. So there are very high probability that so the price will make a wick first, and then it is going to move into the particular direction. So I want to see this wick first, and then I want the price to continue bearish. This is a very key element in this strategy, very important part. So you don't want to skip that. You don't want to avoid that. So guys, these were the common mistakes that you have to avoid or you have to keep in mind. And there's one more thing, that you have to choose one time frame combination only. For example, if you have chosen the 4 hour time frame, you have to go to the 5 minutes time frame for your entries, and you cannot just go on the 1 hour time frame to verify your market structure or your view on the market. If you are choosing the structural time frame, the 4 hour time frame, you have to stick to that 4 hour time frame. Then you cannot go to the 15 minutes time frame and then just go on the 1 minute time frame to take your entries. If you're choosing the 4 hour time frame, you have to stick to it. For example, for me, I only look at the 1 hour time frame from my structural time frame and 1 minute for my entry time frame, and that is it. I do not go to the 4 hour time frame. I do not go to the 5 minutes time frame. I do not go to the 15 minutes time frame. 1 hour 1 minute is just simplified and just works perfect for me. I just do not need any more time frame on my charts to confirm my bias or to increase my probability of winning. So this is also a mistake that you have to avoid. You have to stick to one time frame combination, one bigger time frame for the structures and one smaller time frame for your entries, and just stick to it no matter what. So this was it from my side, guys. I hope you liked the video and I hope you found something useful from this. If you did, do let me know in the comment section so I keep making videos like this in the future as well. And remember, trading is a game of probabilities, not certainties. You just have to stick to your rules and you have to let the probabilities play out in your favor in the long run. So until then, take care and continue to trust the process.